After the events of Casino Royale, James Bond is emotionally devastated by Vesper Lynd's betrayal and death. Quantum of Solace follows his quest for vengeance. At the end of the first movie, Bond captured Mr. White, a member of the secret criminal organization Quantum. After a tense pursuit, he brings Mr. White to MI6 for interrogation, where he and M soon discover that Quantum has infiltrated numerous organizations, including MI6. M's trusted bodyguard, Craig Mitchell, turns on her, allowing Mr. White to escape. After killing him, Bond traces Mitchell's contacts and discovers he was linked to an assassin named Edmund Slate, located in Haiti. Bond travels to Port-au-Prince to investigate, where he learned that Slate was hired to assassinate Camille Montes. After killing Slate, Bond assumes his identity, which allows him to get closer to Camille. Through her, Bond uncovers Dominic Greene's involvement with Quantum. Greene is the head of an environmentalist corporation called Green Planet, but in reality, the corporation is a front to help Quantum install General Medrano as the dictator of Bolivia. In exchange, Greene plans to force Medrano to yield control of the country's water supply to Quantum as part of the organization's larger scheme to manipulate global resources for profit. CIA agent Felix Leiter reappears in Quantum of Solace, this time alongside his boss, CIA Section Chief for South America, Greg Beam. The Americans lobby Dominic Greene to secure US access to Bolivian oil. The CIA believes Greene's interest in Bolivia is linked to oil, not water. It turns out that Beam is corrupt, and when he conspires with Greene to eliminate Bond, Felix Leiter helps 007 evade their plot by providing him with key information, cementing his role as a reliable ally for Bond. At the end of the movie, it's implied that Beam was caught by the CIA and removed, with Leiter replacing him as Section Chief. Camille Montes seeks revenge against Medrano for killing her family. Her parents opposed him politically and stood against his regime, making them targets. Camille uses Greene to get closer to Medrano, but her plan is upended when Bond rescues her during a boat chase, forcing them to team up on their mission to get at Medrano and Greene. Bond and Camille form an interesting alliance. Camille's mission is deeply personal. She's driven by her desire to avenge her family. Similarly, Bond is driven by Vesper's betrayal and death. This causes conflict with M, who worries Bond is too motivated by a personal vendetta. She fears 007 is losing control, questioning his ability to separate revenge from his duty as an MI6 agent. Bond goes to Italy, where he seeks help from his old ally René Mathis, who he mistakenly accused of betraying him in Casino Royale. Mathis forgives Bond, and the two travel together to Bolivia. However, Mathis is killed during a confrontation with corrupt Bolivian police. Dying in Bond's arms, Mathis urges him to forgive Vesper and move on. Bond's investigation leads him to a theater in Austria where members of Quantum conduct a secret meeting. He hacks their communication devices and finds out that Greene plans to dam reservoirs to create an artificial drought in Bolivia. This would allow Quantum to profit from selling water at exorbitant prices, as Greene plans to force Medrano to make them the sole water supplier in Bolivia. This scene culminates in a confrontation at the opera. After a high-stakes plane incident with the Bolivian military, Bond and Camille track Greene and Medrano to a high-end eco-hotel in the Bolivian desert, where they're meeting to finalize their takeover of Bolivia. Bond infiltrates the hotel and fights Greene, while Camille confronts and eventually kills Medrano, avenging her family. After the violent confrontation, Bond captures Greene. He reveals that Quantum infiltrated various governments and institutions and operates beyond the criminal underworld. Greene also tells Bond that Vesper Lynd was involved with Quantum and was used as leverage against him and MI6. In the end, Bond leaves Greene stranded in the wilderness. It's heavily implied that he cannot survive in the harsh desert environment. The events of this film exposes MI6's vulnerability and sets the stage for the challenges faced by Bond and M in the next movie, Skyfall. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more 5-minute explainers, and click the like button to support the channel.